Good morning, it's Paul here again. Just had arrived this radio, a little project. Many of you have asked for me to detail the restoration process of the front display panels. So I found another Tedelex TE-6000. Thank you very much, Jeff. And this is what arrived today. Very happy. And what we're going to do in a second is plug it in, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So as you can see, this is a late to early mid 1970s radio. It's a Cybernet single board chassis. As you can see, it has all the knobs are very, very well worn. The paint, which is a metallic silver paint. So the plan here is to try and get this radio working again. So this is quite interesting. I haven't seen this before. It was distributed by Apollo Australia. The last one that I had was distributed by Dick Smith. And this is interesting. Here's the 18 channel tag, and we'll do some testing. Okay, power's plugged in, antenna's hooked up. Let's see what happens. Alright, so the volume's to its maximum. There's no audio, as we can immediately see. 40 channels. I'll plug in a mic. Interesting, this Tedelex has a push-in 5-pin DIN plug, which I'm using an Apollo mic, which is a GE configuration. On my other Tedelex, the microphone is a 4-pin and its exits on this side. I'll just insert that radio. So this is the other Tedelex TE-6000, the restored one. And you can see microphone is on that side. Come on, focus. And there you go, different distribution. All right, so there's no light to the meter. Oh, here we go. We're getting audio through on SSB, but not on AM. Nope, nothing. Let's see whether we can get, if it's going to TX. All 1 2 1 2 all right, so the audio on these, the TX light only works on AM. It's varying in its intensity, so it's showing theoretically that the audio stage is working. On TX, current draw 0.4 of an amp, and zero output. and there's nothing on the meter. Okay, that's good, that's fine. Let's move to lower sideband. Oh, this one does work on SSB. All up, audio. So nothing getting through and being outputted. All right, that's fine. And we're really not hearing anything through the... We're hearing the noise with the antenna in, but at the moment there's DX conditions are good and the bands are on 11 meters are getting quite active. We're hearing nothing. So there may be an issue with the receiver. So let's pull the covers off and have a look. All right, we've got both the covers off. I've just left the speaker plugged in for the moment. But as you can see, it's just the all familiar Cybernet chassis. The main differences are between these radios, and if we compare the GEs and these, that we find that one, slightly different filters between the radios. Some are very cheap and nasty. And the VSWR circuit up the back for these. And that's to come into line with the calibration of the meter. We can check the SWR on this radio, or VSWR. All right, so my initial observations are there's been a bit of work done on the channel selector. So I'm going to go through and clean that up. That would be one of the first tasks. Remove all the solder, expose some of the green tracks that have been damaged, and then restore that into full operating condition. It also looks like along here we've got remnants of solder. So I'll remove all of that flux and then seal with a PCB cleaner. Being that there's no AM transmit, I'm going to focus on the wafer mode switch, which is down here, this area here. And being that there's no TX output, that may mean a myriad of things, but the main culprit may be the C1969 and the driver, which is in behind here. And then we'll have a look at it. All right, I'm going to flip this over and have a look at the top side of the board, the PCB side of the board. So here we go. All right. First observations are very nice. Again, we can see that whoever's put the 40 channel in, it's been less than a fantastic job, but that's okay. We can also see some non-factory solder on the legs of the O2A chip here and here. And also this one, and this one. But it's got some age to it, it looks like. So there's no cut tracks. So this will be a candidate. I'll put a chip holder in this so that we don't get into a situation that we're burning tracks or damaging the circuit board. And if the PLL does go, it's just a simple pull out and install. I do that, as I've said in previous videos, on all radios. And as we go through here, it's all looking pretty good. Now this area up here, the large cap, several of these radios that I've got, where is it? It's that leg and that leg, I think. Anyway, this, similar to the double-sided GE boards, Cybernet boards, the twin boards, this gets leaks down here too on the odd Cybernet chassis. So you'll see damage or bubbling and discoloration in the green PCB covering. If you see that, you need to scratch the surface back and then put lacquer over the top of it to seal it, because it just keeps eating and eating until you have no copper left. All right, so the board is a candidate for a good clean. We will do that. And in the next video, we will talk about pulling the plastics off, separating the black panel from the fascia, and start cleaning all of this up before we start removing the paint for the start on the cosmetic. I've also I've had a word to the company CAD Designs in Florida, and they're ready to get this face, and we will send that to CAD and get them to build me another face, and we'll put this one back into full operating condition. On this side, it needs a new plug. It's all damaged there. Let me see it. You can see it. So I'll get that done as well. And it will be a nice little project. We can see some weird stuff going on here. That's the only thing with the input power wires. And here's the same chassis. And you can see there's no power wires there. The power wires go in from the top side of the board, like all other radios. So we'll need to explore that as well. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to be restoring another Tedelex TE-6000, and I'm going to show you the whole process this time. Thank you. Enjoy.